this is going to be the directions for submitting a directional survey. For this example, we're going to be starting in eForms. When inputting your application, you're kind of going to do everything as normal, and then you'll see this Attachments and Directional Survey ID tab. You'll submit your attachments as normal, and then we're going to click Open WYSTAR to get to the directional survey. Before we do that, you want to take note of your form ID number because we will need that while inputting the survey. Once you have that written down, open WYSTAR, and then this will take you to your home page in WYSTAR. From there, we want to click Online Forms and then Directional Survey. On the Form Information tab, you want to select your organization. This will be a drop-down menu for any companies or organizations that you are authorized to submit for. Make sure you get the right one. And here you are going to click either API number or APD eForm ID. And that's where we want the noted number right there. And click Save and Continue. Next we get to the operator information. You want to double check that everything on here looks correct, along with the phone number, emails, and if you want to add a second contact, you are able to do that under the Actions bar. Once you have this all completed, click Next, and you get to the EDD submission. When you get to this page, go ahead and click Yes. And if you don't have the template downloaded already, you want to click Download the EDD template. When it downloads, it's going to open up as an Excel sheet, and as you can see, there are 3 tabs. We have your cover, we have your directional survey, and then we have your field descriptions. Now these are going to show you what values you can input on that directional survey tab. This will autofill with your API number if you have it, or your eForm ID. And you will fill out these white boxes. Now, when you're finished filling out your survey, it should look something like this. As you can see, we added the well name, your citing type, directional survey, and then here is all your data from your directional survey. Do not change any of these columns or the boxes that are colored. They must remain in order, and the names should not be changed. If you're using a pre-made EDD, make sure that your header information is correct, either with a form ID or an API number. If you're using an API number, make sure it starts with a 49. Once you're completely filled out, you want to make sure you save it. And then you will go to the Browse section, and you will find your EDD and click Open. And on this page, you want to make sure to click Save before you click Next. And this will take you to the directional survey. You'll get this alert that says the system is still processing an EDD for this form. The form will be read-only until the process is complete, and please refresh the page to view current status. You may need to wait a little bit for this to upload. If it doesn't auto-refresh for you, you want to go ahead and click Refresh at the top of your screen. All of these red errors that you're seeing are showing up just because the EDD hasn't uploaded completely. So in that case, you just want to wait and try again. Once this EDD is processed, you'll see the green check mark, with the note, and you will see that all of these boxes are editable. So if there are any errors, you can fix them here. And then you will see that every line that you have in here has a green check mark. If there's a red X on any of these boxes or any of these rows, you will need to fix that row before you can submit or change the box. If you have any red X's, it will not let you submit. But once that is all complete, you want to click Save again. And then click Next. This takes us to the document upload. You'll always need to include a PDF of the directional survey. And if this is not a planned directional survey but a completed directional survey, you will also need a certification form. Because this is just a plan, we can just submit a directional survey. Once you open it, you want to click Upload, and then once again, for these larger downloaded items, you want to click Save before you click Next. Then we go to our form submit. You will have to acknowledge that you're under oath. Then you are authorized to make that report, and it is complete and true and correct to the best of your knowledge. Once you get that done, click Submit again, and you'll get this directional survey submitted successfully. You want to take note of this form ID number, and then you are going to click back into your test form and put that in your directional survey online form ID and click Save. And you are all done.